The Chargers at the Bengals. He's Robert Ferringo. I'm Scott Spreitzer, and we're going to get to that Week 1 clash in just a moment. First, a quick note, we got a free $60 account over at DocSports.com. It's a great way to give the site a trial run. If you're not yet a member, you just click on that link below the video, get yourself set up for that free $60 account. Use it on any of our daily packages. All right, the Chargers are at Cincy, and the LA Chargers laying 3.5, total 44.5. Betting not overwhelmingly on one side or the other, but it is about 55, 56% on the road team, the Chargers. And as far as Cincy is concerned, Robert Ferringo, I like the draft. I'm not sure Zach Taylor is ready to be a head coach of the NFL yet, especially with an organization that once Marvin Lewis was left and had left and was going into 2019, you could see they were a disaster before Taylor even arrived.
Yeah, they're the Bengals, right? Everyone just ragged on Marvin Lewis when he was there, okay? But for the entire decade of the 90s and the early 2000s, they were basically the Browns, okay? They were the identical twins of the Cleveland Browns. Just complete and total incompetence year in and year out. Lewis dragged that organization to respectability, and all anybody ever did was rag on him. Well, now that he's gone, we're seeing that the Cincinnati Bengals are one of the worst organizations in North American professional sports. They're going to be terrible, and the guy that I feel the worst for is Joe Burrow, their number 1 draft pick. Very likable kid. He's got a high upside. I do have some question marks about, putting the future of your franchise in the hands of a guy who had one big year in college. But he's not even going to get a chance. They should have kept Andy Dalton, let Joe Burrow sit for a year, learn the ropes, build up around him. Instead, they're basically saying, this guy is our franchise savior. Go out there and do it. With no support from the coaching staff, poor offensive line, sketchy skill position players. So I think that Joe Burrow is really being set up to fail. And I think that over the next 10 years, the Bengals are just going to go back to being the joke that they had been for a long time.
Now, the offense last year, 29th. The defense last year, they also ranked 29th. As far as the flip side, as far as the Chargers are concerned, they go out and they get Tyrod Taylor basically to fill in for the departed Phillip Rivers, who's playing in Indianapolis now. But they decided to go quarterback in the draft, even though they had Tyrod Taylor on the roster, and they get Justin Herbert. Here's the thing about Justin Herbert to me, Robert. Sharp signal caller. I do question his arm strength. I thought they drafted well. I just have to be candid, Robert, about this one. Whether it be Tyrod Taylor, who it's likely to be, or Justin Herbert in Week 1, this game right now in early June to me is an absolute mystery as far as that point spread is concerned. Extremely tough for me to lay 3.5 with the Chargers on the road against anybody. Also, at the same time, your alternative, take the points with the bad Bengals team. Boy, I just have to pass on this one. How about you?
No way. One of my favorite games on the board. Absolutely taking the Chargers. This is an absolute steal. First of all, I love Tyrod Taylor. All that guy has done is be consistent and win whenever he's gotten a chance. He's been a place filler in Buffalo for Josh Allen and Cleveland for Baker Mayfield. But honestly, I don't know if those two franchises replace Tyrod Taylor with guys who are better than he is. Think about this. 2 years ago, I think the Chargers won 12 games. They still have one of the most talented top-to-bottom rosters in the NFL. Last season, they slide back, but what was the primary culprit? It was turnovers, right? Phillip Rivers threw 20 turnovers. They were minus 17 in turnover differential. The guy they needed last year was Tyrod Taylor, right? So we got a veteran with a talented roster and a solid coaching staff. Yeah, they got to go on the road, but they're facing a bad coach, a rookie quarterback, and pretty much a mess of a team. For me, this is a no-brainer. I think the Chargers are going to go into Cincinnati. They're so far beyond them in terms of where they are as a team and with their talent level, and I think they're going to kick their teeth in. And Tyrod Taylor is going to do just enough, not turn the ball over, give the ball to Austin Eckler, make some throws when he has to, that they're going to dominate this game. Because, again, Joe Burrow, I get it that the SEC thinks that they're the NFL's, AAA team, but he's never seen anything like he's going to see with Bosa and Linval Joseph, Melvin Ingram, Derwin James, and the rest of the Chargers defense are coming after him in Week 1. I think this game is going to be a bloodbath. This is one of the easiest calls on the board for me.
Well, I hate it when you beat around the bush with your picks. So anyway, Robert's on the Chargers already, and as of now, in early June, I am passing this game. Don't forget, we've got video after video, all the Week 1 games over at DocSports.com, so check them out. And if you're not yet a member, don't forget about that free $60 account. Get started by clicking on the link below the video. He's Robert Ferringo. I'm Scott Spreitzer. We are DocSports.com.